When creating a schema for MongoDB, you would need to define the schema types that make up your schema. So the types that you can include in your schema are string, number, date, buffer, Boolean, mixed type. You could also have an object ID, which is what you use to get specific documents from the database, array, decimal, or map. Some other things that you can add to your schema type definitions are validators and indexes. And I'll go over this in a little bit to show you how exactly you can add validators to your types. But the validator would be included right underneath the type definition. And when defining the index type, you can specify whether you want just a plain index, a unique index, or a sparse index. And I'll explain these later on in the course. And finally, another thing that you can add would be a reference. The key is ref, R-E-F, and the value would be the collection for the document that you would like to reference. When doing this, you would add mongoose.objectID. So for example, if you have a collection titled users, and in the schema for that collection, you have a property called address, you might store that address in another collection as well called addresses. And if you would like to reference the address from the collection addresses, you would add a field to your user schema called address. The value would be an object. The first property would be type, object ID, and the second property would be ref, R-E-F, with the value addresses. What this does is it allows you to store an object ID from the addresses collection, so that would refer to a specific document. That address field will populate the data from the addresses collection. I'll show you how to do this a little bit later. You can also set various options when you create a new schema using the Schema Constructor. One of the options that I'll be showing you is called timestamps. Now what this will do is every time you create and update a document in your collection, a timestamp will be created and it will document the time and include it with the document. So you can query your document and see the last time it was written to.